What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing Don't Worry Darling by Olivia Wilde. Now, I'm going to try and make this a spoiler-free review, but I will say that there are some things I might have to get into spoilers with. The first thing I got to say that this movie is very well directed, well shot, very well done. It was a movie that really, did a progression of the traditional gender roles and deconstructed them in a way that was very interesting. That was very well done the way they did it. And I got to give it to Florence Pugh's performance. Her performance is really well done. Really, really well done. I thought, after seeing her in Midsummer, I was like, wow, she's gonna be a really big movie star. And she has proved it once again that she can handle a movie of being the star of a film, and she just carries it with ease. I thought she did a really good job. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I thought she did a really good job. And I gotta give it to Chris Pine. Chris Pine nailed it. And this is the first time I've seen him in a villain role, and I thought that the way he did it was really interesting. He had a lot of nuance, a lot of subtlety in his performance. It was just really well done. Now, I'm going to get into a little bit of my negatives. I feel like the runtime of the movie was really, really warranted. Like, the movie, didn't really get taken away. Like, the runtime of the movie didn't take away from the experience. Like, I didn't sit there, looking at my watch like, damn, when's this movie going to fucking, hurry up? But I feel like there are some scenes where, especially throughout the movie, when you have the basically daily routine for Florence Pugh's character, I feel like we saw it way too much. Like, there's 4 scenes in a row where it's just something happens to her. Next day we see her buttering bread, pouring coffee. Next scene, that something happens again. Next day, buttering bread, coffee, and you see what I'm saying? Like, it gets repetitive, it gets a little bit mundane, so you're just waiting for it. I feel like they could have cut that out a little bit, or at least shortened it down a little bit. There's some scenes where it's just people doing random shit, everyday stuff, and it didn't really progress the story. It just felt like empty space, and to kind of bloat or at least make you feel like you're there. Add some atmosphere, add some, letting the scene breathe a little bit too much. And I feel like if they cut it down a little bit, I think they could cut out at least 10 minutes of this movie. And it would tighten up the movie and make it a better film. But, like I said, the runtime, whatever. I think there are some major plot holes in the film where the more you think about the movie, the more the film deconstructs. It literally explodes. I feel like the movie literally falls apart after you learn what the mystery is of this film, because I think that's what this movie was. It was an enigma. It was very odd. It was like, what's gonna what is this movie about? What's gonna happen? And that's what this movie meant to me. Was I want to when I went and seen this thing, or I saw the trailers at least, I was like, man, I want to know what the hell this movie's about, because this movie looked wild. And it's very trippy. There is a lot of scenes where it's very trippy imagery, and to me, some of those scenes didn't really add to my experience or creep me out or anything. It was just weird. And, in the movie, these images, spoiler alert, a minor spoiler, these images are supposed to lead you to the twist. And it's supposed to build up to that twist. And I feel like some of these, scenes where it's very trippy, a lot of imagery that's going on, sometimes it didn't work for me. And then sometimes it did. Some sequences worked. I just thought that it was very strange the way that the scenes were portrayed, the trippy scenes. And I feel like those were a little bit too much as well. Because I feel like I said, it just felt very repetitive at points. But the big plot twist in the movie is regarding the reveal. What the movie is actually about. When you find out what the hell the movie is actually about, you're going to be picking the movie apart, like I have, since I walked out of the theater, which I went and seen it on Thursday night. And I've been thinking about this movie, and it's now Saturday, September 24th at 7:37 at night, and I'm still thinking about how these plot holes really destroy the movie. And I was just like, wow. You know, Olivia Wilde, she fucking nailed building this story. But I think that, you know, since this is such a larger than life story, such a big story, it falls apart. And that's the problem with making really big concepts, is that sometimes they fall apart. And there's nothing you can do. You know, you're like, and you won't realize that it falls apart until the movie's done. And so I feel like that's what happened with Don't Worry, Darling. The twist is really good. I don't think many of you will see it coming, but like for me, I didn't see it coming at all. But I kind of started getting those hints as we were getting close. And there's a segment about 30 minutes into the movie regarding a plane, where I was like, all right, that shit just don't happen all the time. You know, what happened? Where did it go? That's all I'm going to say. That's when I realized, okay, something's going on. Something ain't quite right. And so, you know, to me, it was just, you know, the twist of the movie, the more you think about it, the more the movie falls apart. That's all I'm going to say. Overall, I would say go out and watch the movie. Go out and see what you think of it. Don't listen to my word. Go out and watch it. But I would say save your money, wait for a matinee, or watch it on whatever streaming platform it comes out on. Out of a scale of 10, I would say this movie is about a 7. I feel like Harry Styles' performance wasn't really that well done. You know, he was just flat the whole movie for me. And I gotta say, the twist, the twist, and you know, the way the movie falls apart after you find out the twist, it just drags the movie down for me. You know, it really irked me. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it drags it down from being like an 8 or a 9 and damn near a 10, you know, because if this movie had like a perfect twist and everything was resolved and like everything made sense and it was a tighter movie, like it was very, you know, a tight film, you know, I would say around the 2 hour or the 90, about 100-minute mark, I feel like this movie would be like at least a 9, at least, because it's just really well done. But like I said, all those problems, it just drags it down. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my video. I appreciate it a lot. Give me a like and a thumbs up or whatever it is now. I don't really, you know, plug that like that, but I'm doing it anyways. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Love you guys to death. Peace out.